Your self-image determines just about every aspect of your life. A famous Austrian psychiatrist, a famed Austrian psychiatrist once said, "We reveal unknowingly our innermost secrets through our body language." So if you have a low self-image, low self-confidence, which goes, they go right together with each other, it can be detected, especially by members of the opposite sex. Women are very good. Women have very sharp senses, which have been, perfected through the ages for detecting weak men, low self-confidence men. Men are mousy men, which are universally biggest turnoffs to women. Women naturally like men that are self-confident, forward, strong, inside, But going back to where I started, self-image. Your self-image is everything. A goal of any psychiatrist is to improve a person's self-image. How you see yourself determines everything you do, from the morning you step out of the house until you close your eyes at night to sleep. If your self-image is low, if your ambition is low, you're not even going to try for better paying jobs. You're not even going to go for bigger deals. You're going to stay in your comfort zone, safe, because you feel deep down that you don't deserve any better than you already have. You're not going to go for women that you feel in your own mind are too good for you, or men for women. It works for both sexes. But the good news is this is repairable. This is absolutely repairable and 100% changeable. You could make a 360 180 degree change on your self-image and the way you see yourself. And that will again positively affect every aspect of your life. There is no reason that you cannot go for or have the things that you want. There is no reason at all. The only thing limiting you is your own limitations that you've placed on yourself. Have you heard of the saying that I'm a prisoner and I hold the key? These are true, ladies and gentlemen. These are true. You limit yourself with your own thinking, with your own self-image, with your own negative self-talk, with your own limiting self-talk, and with the own limitations, your own limitations that you've placed on yourself artificially, which keeps you from elevating the level of your life to the level that you truly want, to go for the things that you really want, not for the things that you think you can get. That is a horrible way to go through life. Going out with a member of the opposite sex because you think that's the best you can get. Going for a certain job because you think that's the best you can have. Why? Who said that? Who placed those limits on you? The world is full of examples where people that came from nothing without anyone's help and they got to the highest points in life, or the points that they desired in life, which is even more important. Want to be in life, you owe it to yourself to go for it without fear, and see where the chips fall. As I've said before, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. Your self-image, change it. You've been doing things all your life the way you have been doing. Now change and do it a different way. If you like someone, man or woman, approach them, let them know that you like them, being fully prepared to take a no answer. So what? They're going to say no. If they say no, that means you were where you started. But if you don't ask, if you don't try, but the fact that you approach and try will impress the other person. They'll be wondering, well, what does he have? What does he have that gives him that level of confidence to go for what he wants? And what you should have is basically what Steve Jobs said in one of his speeches. Imagine if this day was the last day of your life. How would you behave? How would you act? Would you say, oh, I can't do that. That might embarrass me. What if they say no? So what if they say no? Be confident and fearless. Be confident and fearless. Be prepared for the worst and go for the best. You should not care if the answer is no. Because if you try enough number of times, the answer will eventually be yes. That is a guarantee. That is a 100% guarantee. And it's also sadly a guarantee that if you don't try, the answer will always be no. So I go to a quote from Bill Gates, not a particularly favorite person of mine, but I like this quote of his, and he says, if you are born poor, that's not your fault. But if you die poor, that is your fault. And I agree with that. Now, poor, might be referring to finances, but I'm also referring to every other aspect of life. The people that you want to hang out with, whether it's a member of the opposite sex or your male friends or your female friends, the same sex. Who you hang out with determines everything in your life. So be careful. Choose your friends carefully. But if you take away one thing from this video, gentlemen and ladies, let that be that the fact that your self-image determines every aspect of your life, and change it. If you've been doing something the same way up to now, change it and do it differently. See what happens. You've been taking the same road every day. Take a different road now. Be fearless. Be fearless. Do not be afraid of the no. Do not be afraid of rejection. Believe you me. And I have friends from a below a taxi driver income level. I'm not saying that anyone is above or below someone. I have friends that are making their living driving a taxi, and I have friends that are in the highest levels of financial success. And they tell me the same thing. They said, I took a long breath, closed my eyes, and I jumped. That is referring to not being afraid. Do not be afraid. I tell you, if there's one thing that keeps you back in life, that keeps you down, is your fear of rejection and fear of no. So try it. Prove it to yourself. Go for it. Don't care if the answer is no. So what? I'll try again. God bless. All the best. Merry Christmas. Till later.